Sam Troth is a father of 6 and a survivor of sexual abuse. He's now walking the length of New Zealand from Bluff to Cape Reinga to raise awareness of male sexual abuse by making a stand and speaking out. He hopes that his hikoi will go some way to destigmatising sexual abuse and making it less challenging for men and boys to come forward without feeling the shame around something they were never responsible for. Obviously, the story is about sexual abuse. Please take care while watching. Sam Troth, nor Tainui, is with us now from Oamaru. Tēnā koe, Sam. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Now, what made you decide to speak out and do something to try to destigmatise male sexual abuse?
Basically, I just wanted to do something a bit more tangible for myself, something I could actually physically walk or live through, and also just the shocking statistics and the amount of people out there, the amount of men and young men that are suffering and whānaus that are suffering because they are. I just wanted to try and do something, my part, to make a difference.
Now, we're hearing more and more about this, particularly through schools. A few years ago, you might have been shunned for speaking out. I applaud you for doing what you're doing to show others that not only should this abuse not be happening, but if it does, it's okay to speak out. What's your message for those who have been abused or are being abused?
It's not your fault. No one's going to judge you. Find someone you trust, find someone you feel safe with and disclose to them, speak to them, seek help, and it can stop now. We can start healing now.
Sam, you're taking your message on the road. Your hikoi is expected to take around 55 days to complete and will include well over 2.5 million steps. You're in Oamaru now. How many days have you already been on the road?
I started last Monday, so we've been on the road for well over a week now. I had a bit of a hiccup. I've had a couple of days off due to an injury to my leg. I had to take a course of antibiotics, and I'm healed with that now. So today was a scheduled rest day, and then we're back into it.
Do you have much support on the road?
Yes, I'm getting great support at the moment from male survivors Otago. They've been wonderful, transporting my pack for me each day. Putting me up in accommodation, hooking me up with some kai, and a little bit of moral support along the way as well, checking in on me, making sure everything's going well.
Sam, your hikoi is called The Road to Healing. Why is this so important for your own personal road to healing?
Basically, it's been a long journey for me, 25 plus years. I'm at the point now where I've been doing counselling for about 3 years. And this is the final stage to try and give back, to try and generate some positivity out of a negative situation.
Yep.
So by the time I get all the way to the top, all the negative things would have been processed, dispelled, and all the positivity would have been drawn in, and I'll be a new man. I'm ready to move forward with my life.
And what happened to you and what happens to other people, absolutely awful. What are some of your most important priorities whilst on this hikoi?
My main priority is to spread awareness, is to get as many people as possible speaking about it in their homes, their workplaces, with their friends, their colleagues, at the pub, be it at the marae, sports events, wherever. I just want this conversation to become mainstream. I want people to know that, it's not just them. It happens far too often, and the only way we can stop this from happening is speaking out, getting some light on it, and moving forward with it.
And are you receiving much pushback at all? But people at all saying that maybe you shouldn't be doing this? And why do you think it's so hard?
I think a lot of people are on the fence. We've had a lot of unexcited results from other media outlets. Some people don't want to touch on it. It's just too much perhaps for them, too taboo, which is exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. It needs to be acceptable. We need to be able to talk about it. We need to be able to educate about it, and we need to be able to prevent it from happening. We can't do that if we're sitting here quiet.
I agree. You're taking this hikoi alone and on foot. Why alone? And what has the experience been like for you to date outside of the little hiccup?
It's been amazing. Alone because it was the most practical way to do it. Obviously, I've had to sell a vehicle, and I have a family of 6, so as everyone would be feeling in these times, like money isn't easy. Times aren't easy at the moment financially. So just having to really sort of try and keep it as low budget or as low cost as possible, and just So solo is the best way to do it. Yeah.
And we can see you've got lots of support. How can whānau help and get involved and follow your journey of healing?
So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and that is at The Road to Healing Aotearoa. We have a Give a Little page if you would like to donate $5 or something for a cold drink or a hot pie, or maybe $20 to go towards a night's accommodation at a campground or something. That would be amazing. Furthermore, you can actually jump online and check out Male Survivors Aotearoa and find your region's office. Each region has an office, and you can get behind them with some practical support, or even direct some friends or whānau that might need those services, direct them towards those services.
Beautiful. Look, brother, I think you're amazing. Sam Troth, survivor of sexual abuse, walking the length of Aotearoa. Thank you so much for your time today. Congratulations on the stand, the important stand you're making and taking, and much success on your continued journey of healing.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on. Really appreciate it.